the ocean. We live for it. We fight for it. All of us, together. SeaWorld. See it here. Save it there. From park to planet. Where can riding a roller coaster save an animal? Or making a new friend protect a species? Where a day of fun is more than just a walk in the park. And the family vacation could save an ocean. It all happens here. SeaWorld. See it here, save it there. From park to planet.
My friend and I were driving down to Hilton Head, and we were in a head-on collision with a drunk driver. High tide and a decent rain, I wouldn't be here. If they had to go around to avoid the crosstown, I wouldn't be here. The biggest issues that face the Low Country are our infrastructure, flooding. Sea levels are rising. We need to build a seawall, protect the hospital district in South Carolina. This community, the Low Country, our life is worth it.
We all love campaign ads and political mail. Who doesn't? Now imagine having to pay for political campaigns. If they seize control of the state Senate, Justin Wagner and his New York City allies want to impose a campaign finance system on the entire state, forcing taxpayers to foot the bill for their campaigns, costing us millions. So if you hate political ads now, just wait until Justin Wagner and his New York City buddies make you pay for them.
The hotel campaign has had plenty of mudslinging. The fact is, a convention center hotel would bring thousands of jobs and put billions into our economy. 20 Dallas hotel owners support it. And despite what some want you to believe, the hotel will not be paid for with our tax dollars. May 9th, say no to mudslinging. No to personal attacks. Enough is enough. Tell them Dallas isn't for sale.
Well, there's several things people probably don't know about me. I can't swim. Put her in the water.
Straight down.
6 years of swimming lessons.
6 years. I still sink like a rock.
It's embarrassing.
And I'm also apparently have become a very bad dancer.
Terrible.
According to my children, I do not have that gift.
No.
But I can still ride horse. I can still shoot a gun. So, what else do you need in the state of South Dakota?
We encourage her to slow dance.
Just not by a pool.
Remember when Hillary Clinton trashed us?
If you look at the map of the United States, there's all that red in the middle where Trump won. What I call the basket of deplorables.
Racist, sexist, homophobic.
Billy Sutton endorsed Hillary Clinton, campaigned for her. Now he's spending millions trying to make us forget. But it was Democrat Billy Sutton who proposed a state income tax.
Why no discussion about a personal income tax?
Sutton, who embraced the policies of Bernie Sanders.
I like the policies of Bernie.
Sutton, who said Democrats are right on the issues.
Democrats are right on the issues.
Open borders, amnesty for illegals, Planned Parenthood, and the $32 trillion government takeover of healthcare. Studies show will double income taxes, bankrupt Medicare, and threaten veterans' benefits. Billy Sutton believes Democrats are right on the issues.
Democrats are right on the issues.
And that makes him too liberal, too risky for South Dakota.
Near as I can tell, here's Roy Barnes' plan for Georgia.
Shoot.
Number 1, drive around apologizing for the time when he was governor.
Check.
Number 2, support Obama and the liberals in Washington.
Figures.
And number 3, raise taxes on Georgia businesses so more jobs will leave the state. That's not much of a plan.
Well, Roy wasn't much of a governor.
I'm Lindsey Graham, and I approve this message.
In 2010 in Afghanistan, I was in a MRAP that was hit by a 120-pound IED. There were 5 of us in that MRAP. If we would have been in a Humvee, then we would have probably been killed. The difference in a properly protected MRAP and a Humvee is life and death. And we have those because of Lindsey Graham.
I believe the #1 job of the federal government above all else is to defend the nation. And when it comes to defending the nation, my primary job is to make sure the men and women in the military who keep us safe and keep us free are taken care of and protected.
I believe in Lindsey Graham because he has the courage to fight for the things that save lives. If you cut corners, people die. And Lindsey Graham fights to make sure we don't cut corners, especially when it comes to our service members and their lives. He's a good man.
What's Mark Pryor hiding? Let's take a look. Pryor voted to give Social Security benefits to illegal immigrants. Pryor voted to give members of Congress special benefits to purchase Obamacare. And despite record spending and trillions in new debt, Pryor voted against a balanced budget amendment. Mark Pryor, shine a light on his record, and things don't look so good. NRSC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
In 2010, there were 57 lawyers, 0 manufacturers, and way too many career politicians in the United States Senate. Today, there are 54 lawyers, 1 manufacturer, that'd be me, still way too many career politicians, and now Senator Feingold wants to add another one, himself. Fixing this broken system will take the perspective of someone who's actually solved problems. 31 years of manufacturing taught me how. I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
My dad was Kenneth Vernon Welch. He was a chief warrant officer in the Army. He's the greatest man I never knew. He was leaving to go to Beirut, Lebanon. I was 6 years old, September 20th, 1984. I remember my mom coming to school. She told us that he wasn't coming home. I don't think a boy should grow up without a father. I wish my dad could have met my daughter, Ellie. Iran sponsored the terrorist group that killed my father. It's crazy to think that we would give them $100 billion in this Iran nuclear deal without any promise they will no longer fund terrorism. It's been proven that for at least 30 years, Iran's been funding terrorism. This news about them self-inspecting, it doesn't make sense. I wonder why we're giving up so much control. We cannot allow Iran to self-inspect any of their facilities. Senator, reject this deal. We can't trust Iran.